Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like Bassuk. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's from pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETFs, making profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them can make profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call it short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that, but in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them can't make profits while I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the Nasdaq. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits.
That TTG money gang.
And making profits.
We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend, but are ready to get down to business, folks. My name is Michael Edward Parinati. I go by Michael Edward. I've been trading and investing for over 17 years. I began my career working for T3 Alpha Fund in New York City. It was my very first job right out of college. I had to go through an educational training program before they let me touch even $1 of their money. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now you fast forward, and I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of 9 professional trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of members from all over the world reach their goals. We actually have members in 115 different countries, truly a global community here at True Trading Group. Now, for those of you that don't know, TTG, as we call it, is the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that combines university and professional level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, live workshops, and individual mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. Also, all styles of trading. We do day trading, swing trading, and also even long-term investing. See, at TTG, though, we take that university and professional level of curriculum, simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned going through that educational program when I worked at the fund in New York. We combine that with today's top financial tools. Tools that give you more information, help you make better decisions, increase your chances of success. Now, unfortunately, the majority of retail traders don't use these tools. Why? They're expensive. It's going to cost you around $5,000 or $6,000 a year just to have access to some of these things. I know that's a lot of money, but I really feel that you need these tools, which is why we as a company have spent years building relationships with the companies that offer those tools and those resources so that we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. This way you guys have access to all of these tools without having to pay anything additional for them. So right there, it saves you around $5,000 or $6,000 a year, and you get access to those tools. You also have access to our members. Our members, hands down, are the most educated, helpful, supportive, and successful community of traders that you will ever find. Not to mention, you get all the real-time trade alerts from the other moderators and myself that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a win rate on all of our executions of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have all come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here. Totally free. Where myself, other TTG Pro trading mods, and special guests drop golden nuggets and give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, and market commentary that can help you become better traders. So if you have not done so already, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, turn on your notifications to make sure that you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. Now, we got an incredible stream for you in store tonight. One of you is going to win $1,000 later on this live stream, but all of you are going to be armed with the education, the game plan, the resource to have the very best chance of making money in the markets this week. So pay very close attention, because in just a minute, I'm going to give you the first of 2 code words, with the second code word coming in the middle of this live stream. At the end of the stream, we will then put everyone's name into a random name picker that is called the Wheel of Names. We will spin that wheel here live. And if you are the winner, if your name is called, then you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that we put on the screen and give me both of those code words. If you can do that, you've just won yourself $1,000. Now, before I do get started, though, I do want to thank our partners at Benzinga. For those of you that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational products and tools, yet they still fully endorse the TTG platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and for their community. We're very grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to also offer the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,000 a year if you guys were to go to Benzinga on your own. It's included it's included as part of your TTG annual membership. Is included on the platform when you guys do become members of True Trading Group. So, folks, if you are here from Benzinga, you are all in the right place. Now, the first of those code words. Get a pen, get a pad, write it down. Remember it. First word is Fed. Fed. F-E-D. Fed. Fed. That is the first code word of this evening. Remember, you're going to need to know both code words if your name is called later in order for you to have that chance of winning $1,000. You're going to need to know both code words. The first one is Fed. Now, let's move on. You know, every time that I do one of these streams, literally every single time that I come on one of these, I really hang my neck out there. I make the calls that others are too afraid of making. I make the calls that others know are correct but don't want to say because they don't want to lose their following. I shoot people straight, good, bad, or indifferent. I shoot people straight. And at times, this has caused a lot of grief and a lot of pushback, but every single time it's been the right move. It was the right thing to do, no matter how difficult or how much controversy or how much trouble or whatever that it was causing. It was the right thing to do to help our members and to help viewers of this live stream. See, now that's the thing about the right thing to do. It's usually not easy. It's usually not easy. The right thing to do usually requires a little bit more work, a little bit more effort, and a little bit of a stronger backbone. I do want to take a second, though, just to welcome everyone that's joining us and tuning in from our friends over at the Stockmaster app. So everyone that's joining us from the Stockmaster app, welcome. We're covering a massive warning for the stock market right now, guys. This is a big warning that I've got for people. I'm going to be getting into that here on this live stream. We're going to be talking about top trade ideas for the week and a warning here that we have for the stock market. So welcome all of our friends that are joining us from the Stockmaster app. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. You're in for a treat. We're going over a big warning that we've got for the markets, also top trade ideas for the week. So everybody from Stockmaster, welcome. You guys are all in the right place. See, you know, you all have understood for a second. You all have to understand for a second really what I'm talking about here, because which I know is not really easy to do because I haven't been very specific in what I'm referring to until now. But what I'm talking about is I think the stock market on a fundamental level is in the process of changing. I think that the stock market as we knew it prior to the pandemic, I don't think that stock market's coming back. And I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by this. Now, if you consider before the pandemic, there were several stock market crashes since 1929, right? 1929 being the worst, and then the Great Depression that followed. You had 1929, 1987, the early 2000s dot-com bubble, the 2008 Great Financial Crisis. Then obviously you had the COVID pandemic crash of 2020. Then you had the inflation crash of 2022. Now, each time there was a crash, there were several years of volatility. The markets wouldn't just crash for, a month and all of a sudden everything goes back to normal, right? Every time that you've had I'm not talking about a correction. I'm not talking about a little 10 or 15% pullback in the markets. That has actually happened many, 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 many times. If you look at the history of the stock market, I'm talking about a serious crash. A crash where the markets go down 25% or more, a 25, 30, 35, 40, 50% crash, a serious crash. A lot of people mistake the word crash and they think that just because the markets go down, that they think that that's a real crash. And it's not. It's a pullback. It's a correction. I'm talking about a real crash. Now, I did a little homework this weekend because I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys all the correct information. So let me give you guys some statistics real quick. See, I believe that there is a direct correlation between technology and changing of the stock market and evolution of the stock market and how just finance in general works. I believe that there's a direct correlation between technology and those things. If you look back at the history of the stock market and you line that up with advancements in technology, how has the stock market and world of finance changed based on those advancements, the evolution of technology? Case in point, when I started trading, when I started working for the fund in New York, it was 2007. There wasn't a smartphone that you could just pick up and open up a trading account that had zero commissions and you can transfer money within 5 minutes. And all of a sudden you guys were now a trader and you can buy shares of Apple and Google, whatever else that it was. Didn't really exist. You go back a little bit even further and you had people that if you've been around long enough, stocks used to trade in fractions, not pennies. It used to be $22.25. 22 and a half, 23, 22 and three quarters, 23, 23 and a quarter. And that was it. There was nothing for you to buy between 22 and 22 and a quarter. There was no 2201, 2202, 2203, 2204, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now stocks trade in pennies. These are just a couple of different examples of how technology has changed, and then how access to the markets and your abilities as a trader and investor has changed along with it, and what that's done to the stock market as a whole. You had to open up a regular brokerage account back then. It was like going to the bank. You had to fill out all these forms. It took time. It took like 3 days, 4 days for you to open up that brokerage account. Now you can just pull up your smartphone, download Robinhood, and before you know it, your account's open and you're ready to go within a short period of time. The ease of access that you have today was not there even when I first started back in 2007. And if you've been trading for even longer than that, then you know that the ease of access even prior to that was even less. Now also think about this time for those that have been around long enough. If you were an adult, honestly, back then, what you thought of when you heard the word investing. When someone said to you, hey, investing, what did investing mean to you? What did you think about? Most likely you just thought of an old guy in a suit walking down the street, reading the Wall Street Journal on the train, going through New York City on their way to the stock exchange. You thought about maybe a family, walking into, some kind of financial advisory or brokerage firm and giving them a piece of their paycheck and putting it towards some type of a mutual fund or something like that. That's what you all probably thought and considered investing was if you go back to even the early 2000s. Now what do people consider it? YOLO options on GameStop, right? Zero DTE SPY puts. Night and day. Completely night and day. I'll tell you what you didn't think about, right? What you didn't think about was you didn't think that people would be looking at their phones, being able to actively self-manage their own day-to-day investment to the point where flesh and blood stockbrokers like you had in the 90s are basically extinct. Stockbrokers don't exist anymore. Calling your stockbroker to see what stocks you should buy and letting them place a trade for you and charge you $50 or $100 to place that trade, those days are gone. Good riddance, stockbrokers. It was easier to control the growth at that time. It was easier to control the emotion because the ease of access was gatekept. Now you fast forward to now, and even as technology has been evolving, let's take COVID out of the picture. But did you know that from 1929 up to the 2020 crash, the time span in between crashes, the average amount of time, the average amount of years between one crash and the next, let's consider that. Now, again, when a stock market crashes, you're not talking about just one day and then the volatility is over it and you're done. It's years of volatility. On average, the volatility following a stock market crash, if you consider the crash and then what the wake of it thereafter, on average, you're talking 3 to 4 years of increased volatility before the stock market eventually returns to some sort of normalcy. And the next time it happens over and over, this is the stock market, this is the cycle. Markets go up, very brief moments of stock market decline and volatility, and the markets start to move up again. And that process, that cycle repeats itself over and over and over since the inception of the stock market in the early 1900s until now. That has not changed. Now, what has happened and what is different now since COVID, if you consider the average decrease in the amount of time in between crashes from 1929 up to 2020, there was an average decrease of about 22.03% in the time in between successive crashes. Now, what happened since COVID is that this drastically accelerated. The time in between crashes and the time in between moments of intense volatility has decreased. So what was decreasing over that long span of time at about a rate of 22%, you fast forward to current day, it's actually now decreasing at a rate of about 37.35%. Now, why am I sharing this information with you? Good question. I'm sharing this with you because you all need to understand that the idea of a stock market where things are just going to steadily increase with slight pullbacks, the market's going to go up each year and things will stay within line and there's no real surprises and it's 2021 by the mother effing dip that everybody was living off of during that time. All of that is done. I do not see a return to what was considered normal prior to 2020. And I think anyone that expects that to happen is living in a fantasy. This volatility, in my opinion, will vary. Although it will vary, I think it's here to stay. Big swings in the market, fast price movements are here to stay. And I'm telling you this right now, all of the playbooks that were written for how to trade, how to day trade, how to really stay on top of your game here, they weren't made for this type of new market. They weren't made for this time that we find ourselves in now. You are watching in real time things that have worked for decades and decades that are becoming antiquated and will no longer work in the future. You just take a look at where we are right now. Never before in the history of the stock market have you had an inverted yield curve, an oil price shock, and a Fed rate hike cycle all occur within the same calendar year and a recession not followed within the 12 to 18 months following that event. Well, here we find ourselves now in August, and there is still no sign of a recession yet in sight. Now, that's something that has worked for decades upon decades and is no longer working here right now. The playbook that everyone is working off of was not made for times like this. We all have to pay attention to what is going on and what's happening around us. Now you throw AI into the mix and what that's doing and the evolution of AI and what that's going to change with markets and investing in the stock market fundamentally. But the good news, and that's why we at True Trading Group are drastically implementing and very aggressively implementing AI into our platform. We have various AI tools that can help you guys with all of your trading, your investing decisions, and can be like a trading and investing assistant for you. That's why we're doing that, and we're at the forefront of that here at True Trading Group because we see that evolution. But the good news is that while there were aspects of the market prior to 2020 that were very, very predictable, and although this is a lot less predictable, I would say, what you all need to understand is that the gains and the opportunity to make money was not even close to what it has been for these last couple of years. I've said on these live streams many, many times, if you've been following me for the last couple of years, that this is by far the greatest trading environment that I've ever seen in my entire going on 18-year career of doing this. There has been a sarcastic amount of new millionaires minted from 2020 to today with no signs of it slowing down. The greatest increase in millionaires from 2020 until today. Why do you think that is? Where do you think that has all come from? It all coincides with technology, the access, the information. It's all at your fingertips in a way that it has never, ever been before. Half of the people on here that think they can't trade with a full-time job might have been right back in the early 2000s. You might have been right in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012. You might have been right. In that time, yes, trading with a full-time job was extremely difficult, damn near impossible. You might have been right, but you are dead wrong right now if you still think that way. If you think that way, that means you are living off and you are working off of an antiquated playbook. You are limiting yourself. You are clipping your own wings based on a time when those rules no longer apply. I'm going to show you because I might sound crazy. Some of you may think that I'm crazy, but let me show you. In July and August, which are historically not supposed to be great months for trading, historically, these are the months you're supposed to kind of take off the market, like take off. The market's kind of slow. People are on vacation. Volume slows down. It's not really a time where you expect to see really big movements in the market and therefore really big trades being put on by traders. Just historically, it's not. Right? Historically, it's just not. Now, I want to show you what we were able to accomplish in July and August. And you can see right now pulled up on your screen. This is just, now you got to keep in mind, there's 9 professional traders in True Trading Group. This is a handful of some of the trades that I feel are noteworthy from July and August. Just to give you guys an idea. You're talking about myself, August 10th, a 70% gain on put options on UPST. August 7th, a small cap SVFD for a 47% gain. August 2nd, SEDG puts off of an earnings release, over 100% gain. July 27th, Tupperware TUP short squeeze small cap, 37% gain. July 24th, a 2-week long hold on a swing trade on Kava, over 100% gain. July 20th, a 1-day swing from the 20th to the 21st, over 100% gain on put options on Snowflake. July 19th, UPST call option, over 50% gain. Some caught 60 to 70%. July 12th, swing trade on NVIDIA from the 12th to the 13th, just holding on to just for 1 day or for 2 days, holding on for just that second day, a 250% gain. 50% gain on Coinbase and another over 50 to 60% gain on Microsoft to follow that up on the 11th and the 10th of July. Then you move down to Shy. Shy is one of our other professional trading mods inside True Trading Group. Take a look at some of these. One of our top options traders, 216% gain on a swing trade on Palo Alto, holding from the 3rd into the 4th. A 158% gain, swing trade puts on Snowflake. 240% gain, swing trade, EMPH put options off of earnings. Then day trades, 78% gain on Snowflake puts. A swing trade in Netflix, 58% on puts. A day trade on Netflix, 44% on puts. Alphabet, 51% on calls. AMD, 95% on puts. 61% on puts on Netflix. Then Chris Toner, one of our swing traders, 110% gain on put options on Disney. Uni, Andrea, one of our newest additions and newest professional traders that's become a moderator here at True Trading Group, 68% gain on Sunrun calls. Amazon, 74% gain on calls. All of this is happening in July and August when historically the markets are slow, when historically traders are supposed to take off. Then you take a look at some of these trades just before lunchtime. This is the action that's out there. A couple of these trades, we were done before lunch. Think about that for a second. 70% gain before lunch, 47%, 100%, 37%, 50, 50, 50, 44, 51, 95, 61% gains. These are all trades that were done before lunchtime, before 12 noon Eastern time. These trades were locked off in the books, closed out, profit in the pocket, safest place for it. Now think about what that would do for you and what you would do with the rest of your day if those are the type of gains that you can grab before lunchtime in what is supposed to be one of the slowest times of the market. These are just some of the winning trades at True Trading Group. Now, this isn't normal. I'm telling you the truth. That's not normal. Those type of gains in July and August are not historically normal. Or is it? Because before 2020, we all used to have to wait and search and scan, wait and search and scan, wait and search and scan in order to find opportunity like that. Sure, that opportunity was there, but it wasn't this easy to pick out. You weren't having banger after banger on a daily basis in different areas of this market, whether you trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, stocks, options, futures. No matter where you are looking in this market, there's opportunities like I just showed you. And anyone that's been trading for a long time that has seen various market environments that can make a comparison to like the 2000s or 2010, 11, 12, 2015, 2016, and you make that comparison to what the markets are doing now, any one of you that's been doing this for long enough will tell me that I am dead right. You know that I'm right. And you know what? You can thank technology once again for that, because the fact that we can all build communities online now, retail traders can congregate, retail traders can get together and share ideas and come up with trading strategies. We can all trade with one another. That is worth its weight in gold. But these aren't gains that just I and the other mods had, and that these aren't trades that just myself and the other moderators made money on. These are gains that members of True Trading Group are able to take advantage of, because we tell members exactly what we're going to do before we actually do it. We tell members where our orders are, and they can choose to follow us on that flow or not. You don't have to worry about chasing alerts at True Trading Group. You know exactly what stocks the moderators are focusing on, and you know exactly the prices that we are entering and exiting our trades at, because we tell you ahead of time. You don't believe me? I'll prove it to you. Let me show you this real quick. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. Members of True Trading Group, if you are a member and you guys are making money, you're becoming better traders because of True Trading Group, I'd like you to go ahead right now and type the number 1. Again, if you are a member and you're making money and you're becoming a better trader because of TTG, go ahead right now and type the number 1 inside of chat. Just go ahead and type the number 1 right now. If you're a member and you guys are making money, just go ahead and type the number 1 inside chat. Now, if you're not a member, go ahead and try to count how many people you see right here typing the number 1. These are your peers. These are your friends. These are your coworkers. These are your family members. These are people that had the exact same excuses that you had. Small account, full-time job, no experience, lost money in the markets before, been scammed by some other group. They have had all the same excuses that you've given yourself. Everything that you think is standing in your way of reaching your goals. These people have all faced every single one of those things and have overcome them. Angel Rivera says, I'm $800 away from remodeling my master bathroom thanks to True Trading Group. Angel, I love you, brother. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Angel Rivera, I'm so damn proud of you, man. Angel Rivera came to True Trading Group down $10,000 from another group, has made that $10,000 back, and is now up $14,000 and is now $800 away from remodeling their bathroom. This is outstanding. This is the real potential. This is the opportunity that this market you find yourself in right now provides. In TTG, we trade everything. We day trade, we swing trade, we do long-term investing. You have the ability to do everything. There is nothing that is standing in your way. Not a full-time job, not a small account, not access to information or lack thereof. Not because you can't find the style that works for you. You're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work for my style. If you don't know if this is going to work for your style or not, the answer is yes, it most definitely will, because we don't have just one style. I'm not here to teach you some kind of gimmick or some kind of trick where it's like, hey, do what I do. It's my way or the highway. This is the only way to make money in the markets. And wrong. I'm teaching you a professional way how to really do this. And there's 9 other professional traders. We all have different styles. We day trade, we swing trade, we do stocks, options, futures. There's something for everybody here inside of True Trading Group. We're giving you something real that you can mold into your own. And because of that, that's how we know that it's going to work for your style, because it works for everybody else. Works for everybody else's style. You saw how many people just already typed the number 1 in chat because it's become their style. They're taking the guidance from the professional traders that are in True Trading Group, that are guiding members, that are sharing our trade ideas, that are sharing our analysis, and they're making it theirs based on their personality. I'm a member, but I don't have time to listen to the chat room to know the entry and exit points the mods are doing. Is there a list on the site that I could look at? Yes. Okay. First thing that I will say to you, John, is make sure you're using the mobile app. Okay, John, make sure you use the mobile app. The mobile app is available on iPhone and Android. You can see the screen share. You can listen to the audio, because you know how the moderators and I talk to you on the microphone during the entire trading session. You can listen to the things that we are saying. Okay. And you can click alerts inside the mobile app and it will show you. You'll also get real-time push notifications in the mobile app. So as soon as one of our moderators' orders execute, you get a real-time push notification sent through the mobile app. This is how you can follow along with everything that we're doing inside of chat. Now, on top of that, there's a section on your dashboard for watch lists. The moderators and I will publish watch lists in the morning with a detailed list of the stocks that we are focused on with our entry and exit prices in that list. It is on your member dashboard every single morning before the market opens. So John, my advice to you is to download the mobile app, make sure you stay connected, get the real-time push notifications, and then also check out on the dashboard the watch list. All right. But great question. I'm glad that you asked that, John, because it really goes to show there's people that have full-time jobs that really think that they are limited. They think that they can't do this. And like I was saying, if you think that you guys cannot do this because you have a job or you're living in an antiquated time, you think you can't do this because you have a busy schedule. Someone actually said to me the other day that, hey, Mike, TTG, there was they were hanging out with us with a trial. They were like, hey, it looks great, but it seems like TTG is for serious traders only. It seems like TTG is for people that have a lot of time that they could put towards this. You're dead wrong. It's possible to do this with a full-time job, folks. And again, don't take my word for it. Members, do me a favor. Now, again, it's kind of a roll-off of the previous question that I just asked you. Type the number 1 if you're making money. So let's do that first. And then tell me what you do for a living. So if you're making money while working a full-time job, type the number 1 and then tell me what is your profession? What do you do for a living? What's your occupation? Again, type the number 1 if you're making money and what you do for a living if you guys have a full-time job. Now, anyone that is on this live stream right now that is not a member of True Trading Group, that has a full-time job and thinks you cannot do this because you work a busy schedule, I would like you to pay attention to some of the comments coming through chat. See if you see someone that has your same profession. I'll read a couple of them out for you. A school janitor, boat mechanic, IT, aircraft maintenance, data engineer, internal auditor, architect, administrative assistant, sales manager, film production, X-ray tech, mechanic, senior director, human resources consultant, software support, bricklayer foreman, event logistics, IT management, IT consultant, finance manager. Yes, full-time trading. Eric, you're the man. Freelance graphic design, concert promotions, business owner, technician, pharmacist, social worker, public benefits administration, lawyer, operations manager for automation technologies, a maritime officer, management analysis, electrician, high-touch operations manager at Cisco, moving company owner, construction superintendent. I don't need to keep reading these, but you guys can read some of these comments coming through chat. These are your peers. These are your coworkers. Look at what these people, a truck driver, bakery owner, paramedic. If they can do this, then so can you. If you think that your full-time job is going to prevent you from being able to capitalize on these opportunities in the market on a daily basis, you're wrong. You're living in an antiquated time. You're playing off of rules that no longer apply. And it's technology that has made all of this possible. It is the advancement of technology that you have to thank for the opportunities to make money today that you did not have just a few years ago. And for everyone who doesn't know how serious you want to be about this, people that think, oh, this is only for serious people, I am not only looking for people that are serious about trading or else get the F out of this group. No. You want to know the type of people that I'm looking for True Trading Group? We have members in 115 different countries, nearly 10,000 members around the world. The people that I'm looking for, people that are serious about making some extra money and improving the life for them and their family. That is the people that I'm interested in. If you're serious about that, money is the conduit. It's the vehicle. You don't need more than a couple $100 to get started and maybe a couple hours a week. That's what we're looking for. Do you have a couple $100 to start? And can you give me a couple hours a week? I don't need 20, 30, 40 hours a week. Can you give me a couple? Yes? Great. Then you're the type of person that I'm looking for. My goal is to rewrite the playbook because it needs to be rewritten. My goal is to continue to empower the retail trader because they will continue to grow and enter the market on their own. Someone says, this is not live and it is fixed to sell this course. If it is live, I dare him to mention my now job is a physician. Dr. One, your now job is a physician. How does that work, Dr. One? It is exactly 9:09 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Sunday. It's a beautiful weekend here in the Northeast. I went fishing this weekend. I had a great time. Tomorrow is Monday, August 14th. You are a physician. Okay. The lie is dead. I repeat, the lie is dead. I'm not talking about you, Dr. One. I'm talking about that you do not need to be some well-to-do person on Wall Street. You don't need some Ivy League education. You don't need some fancy background or some hedge fund experience in order to do this. You can do this and you can be damn good at it, guys. And we have thousands of members from all over the world that can attest to this. You just need a real chance. And that means real professional level of education, no gimmicks, no super top secret indicators or chart patterns. No, real education, real tools, real mentorship, and a community that genuinely gives a damn whether or not you succeed or fail. That is what True Trading Group offers. It is a real chance of you taking advantage of these opportunities, of what technology provides, so that you have a real chance of becoming successful. That is True Trading Group. You all need to prepare. You all need to adapt. We have to adapt. Everyone has to adapt. Technology impacts and affects different industries in different ways at different times, and you need to adapt to those changes. You need to be at the forefront of those changes. You need to see what's coming from around the corner. Otherwise, you get left behind, and otherwise you miss out on opportunities. I'm telling you now, there's a lot of people out there that are living off of an antiquated playbook that are missing out on these opportunities. I believe this is the new normal, and as such, I'm going to show you how I intend on making money this week. And in case you guys could not tell, we've been absolutely killing it. We've been making a lot of money off of this these last couple of months in True Trading, just in some of the trades that I just showed you guys from earlier. So you guys are definitely going to want to make sure that you pay attention. All right. So I want to go over some of my top trade ideas with you guys here for the week. I've got a handful. Of stocks. A couple of them are earnings. And we've got a handful of some of the big tech stocks that I have on watch this week and a couple of earnings. Oh, but wait, first, before I get into that, guys, we do have to welcome Nasir. Nasir, welcome to the TG family. Guys, everybody welcome Nasir. Nasir, welcome to, you know what? Hold on a second. Before I go any further, I need to know who is on here that is not a TTG member. Guys, could you do me a favor? If you're not a TTG member, just do me a solid right now. Let me just see how many people are on here that are not members. I know we have a ton of people on here that are members. If you're not a member, do me a favor, please. Type the letters TTG. Type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Again, just type the letters TTG if you guys are not a member of True Trading Group. Just real quick. I know it might sound tedious, but just go ahead, type the letters TTG for me. We've got Lynn, Danny, Sean, Summer, Walter, Hing, Marche, Michael, Brandon, Gloria, Kyle. I can't read the Chinese lettering. Reggie, Surinat, Andrew, JC, Namusa, Steve, Michael, Rick, T, Rupesh, Ronald, K, Don, Telly, Johnny Gutierrez, what's up, brother? Hope you and the fam are well. James Wang, Summer Girl, Brooks Trump, welcome back. Christian Roberts, J Rock Steady, Don Lavali, what's up, guys? We have a lot of new faces that are joining us here tonight on this live stream. Dustin, what's up? Omar, how are you? Hing, excellent. Lots of new faces here tonight that are joining us right now. Listen, I want everyone to have a fair shot at tonight because it's going to be a huge week. So actually, guys, do me a favor. Just give me 5 minutes. I'll explain how you can join TTG, what you guys get, what we're offering for tonight, because this is a big deal because it's the very last night that we're actually running the sale for the weekend. The price goes up at midnight tonight. Okay, price goes up at midnight tonight. So we've been running a 51% sale this weekend. The sale is over at midnight tonight. Or when the next is 22 spots actually remaining. So it's either 22 people sign up or midnight. So that's what we're doing here for this sale. Okay, all weekend we ran the sale. The normal membership price is $2,212 for the year. However, since you're on this live stream, you guys can take part in the sale. It brings the price all the way down to just $1,080 for the entire year. That's 51% off. That's $90 a month. That's $2.95 a day. All you need to do is go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. You have to manually type in that coupon code, TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop from the $22.12 down to $10.80 for the entire year. That's what this sale comes out to. $90 a month, $2.95 a day. I'm sorry for being skeptical earlier with so many gimmicks out there. It's hard to know what's real. This is my first time here, and I realized I was mistaken. Dr. One, I do not blame you at all. I honestly don't blame you for being skeptical. I know there's a lot of scams out there, and you're not alone in that thought process. I really, no harm, no foul, bro. I really don't blame you at all, but you're not alone. I want to prove that to you. Members of True Trading Group, do me a favor. If you're a member, type the number 1 in chat right now. If you were skeptical of True Trading Group at first, and then your only regret is you did not join sooner. Again, members, if you were skeptical first, and now you only regret you did not join sooner, type the number 1 inside of chat. Dr. One, I just want to prove to you that you are not alone on this one. You're about to see how many people that are members of True Trading Group. I want you to see how many of them were also once in your shoes skeptical. Now they regret that they did not join sooner. And that's because they've realized that True Trading Group is legit. And now that they're having success, they wish that they started to get this success earlier and sooner. We got a question also from Jake. I'll touch upon this question as well. Jake says, I'm brand new to trading. Do I need a huge amount of capital to get into this with you guys? Jake, no. We have a lot of members that started True Trading Group with just a couple $100 in their trading account. It is a massive misconception that you need tens of thousands of dollars to start trading. All you need is a couple $100 in a cash account, and we'll teach you how to trade options. A lot of our members started with less than $1,000 in their account, and I'll prove that to you as well. Members, you guys are doing a solid right now. I know I'm asking you a lot of questions. We still got to get into my top trade ideas for the week, but now last question for members. If you started True Trading Group, if after you joined, you had less than $1,000 in your trading account, and now you guys are making money, can you guys go ahead and just tell me, what did you start with in your trading account? If it was less than $1,000, what did you start with? So we can help out Jake. It's a great question. It's a huge misconception. So Jake wants to know, do you need a large amount of capital to get started with us? It's not true. We actually have many members that started with 3-digit accounts, and they've turned them into 4, some even 5-digit accounts. Juan started with $500. Get Low started with 400. Look at this. David, 500. Chris, 500. Trevor, 500. Heather, 400. Mr. Harry, 500. Craig the Texan, 500. Ronnie, 500. Brian, 500. Dave started with 500. Jeremy with $50. Brian, 300. Stephanie, 60. Diane, $100. Yoda Wake, 800. $500. 500. 2,000. Ross, 200. Dan, 300. Sandy Johnson, 250. 200 for Julie. 1,000 for Eric. 555 for Pilgrim. Excellent. Jake says, I opened an account with Schwab. I put $500 in it. I haven't made any trades yet. You're good, Jake. You got $500 to start with. You're good. 600 for Music Man. 2K for KT. 500 for Bogey. 500 for Brown. 800 for Frozen. Right? So you guys can, I'm not going to keep reading all these comments. You guys get the handle. 300 for Maria. You don't need tens of thousands of dollars to get started. I'll tell you guys everything that you get, but trust me, you're going to want to do this. Go to ttgoffer.com. Just open up a new web browser. Go to ttgoffer.com. The price says $22.12. You must manually type in the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $10.80. You get everything you see on that checkout page. I was with another group paying $4,000 a year. I joined this group within the first 20 minutes of hearing Mike outline what is available. That was 2 years ago in October. Best financial decision of my life. Wow. Blue Snowfall. Music to my ears. Absolutely music to my ears. That's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Now go to ttgoffer.com, guys. Everything on that page you guys get. All of it is included. No upcharge, no upsell, no hidden costs, no extra fees. It's just $10.80 for the whole year. You get every single thing listed on that page. But you have to manually type TTG121, click apply code, and the price will then drop down to the $10.80. You'll also notice we do have some laptops for this evening. We are offering Windows laptops. There are 22 of them available. So for those of you that are new, that's right. When you sign up to True Trading Group, we give you a free gift. If you're one of the next 22 people to sign up tonight, you'll get a brand new free Windows laptop. It's going to either be an Asus, Acer, HP, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 115 different countries. Trust me, you live on planet Earth. I'll get you guys that free laptop. You'll know you're getting one of them. There's 22 of them left. You'll know you're getting one if you see one up in the checkout cart. You see that laptop icon up there in the checkout cart? That's how you know you're getting one. If you see one, you're getting one. Simple as that. You do not need to enter your address at checkout to get the laptop. You will get a welcome email from us after you join. So be on the lookout for the welcome email. There's going to be instructions in there on how to claim your free laptop. Again, we cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We're like the Netflix of trading communities, folks. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with 2,300 reviews. You pay one price. You get access to the core of everything that we have to offer for the entire year. There is no upsell for courses or tools ever. All of the courses, all of the tools, they are all included. You're going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. You get our 22-course curriculum. Our 22-course curriculum. Joe, maybe why don't you actually post up the link in chat? This way members can click on the link. Our viewers can click on the link. They can actually see the list of the entire syllabus. It's our 22-course curriculum. It's a simplified and expanded upon version of the training that I received when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it, and you have access to all of it, full, complete, 24/7, 365 for just the 1080. There's no upsell for those things. The tools, Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, live up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. Congressional trading data to track trades made by Congress members. Okay? Insider trading to track trades by management teams, whether a CEO or CFO buys or sells shares of their own stock. Just that alone is like $1,400 a year if you go to Benzinga. Right? All of that's included. Now, to be fair, we do have some extras if you want them. And all of them are extremely affordable, and none of them are required to succeed with the True Trading Group platform. But there are extra things if you want extra attention and extra help and extra work. Yes, there's some extra things you can pay for at True Trading Group. But the courses and the tools are all included in the 1080. You also get Quote Media's full book level 2. TradingView's premium charting software. That charting software is $600 a year if you go to TradingView on your own. It's included when you join our platform. You get a simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but real-time data so you can practice first before you risk your money. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform so you can focus on the hottest stock store on the day. We have various AI tools. I told you we have implemented AI onto the True Trading Group platform. We've created AI trading assistants to identify patterns for you, to help you understand news announcements. Is it bullish? Is it bearish? To help you formulate trading strategies that are conservative or aggressive based on what you're trying to accomplish. You don't have to pay extra for those things. It's all included. You get our own proprietary scanner that creates custom scans. A trading journal that tracks all your trades and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what's being talked about most on social media. We give you watch lists every day, the moderators and I, the stocks we're focusing on, with detailed entry prices and exit prices. It's all included. A video library that has over 600 hours of workshops and webinars, and you guys can all attend those workshops live once you guys become full-time members. We do them every single week covering different topics. You're getting access to a platform that will quite literally change your life, and will throw in a brand new laptop for the next 22 people. We had 23. When we started this live stream. Nasir got one of them. Now there's only 22. So go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop all the way down to 1080. Now I know, listen, I talked a big game so far, right? I talked a big game on this live stream. I know it. I understand, but I'm going to back it up because I feel so confident that at the bare minimum, you're going to be able to make back your investment. That if you don't, I'm going to give you back double your investment at the end of the year. It's in the writing. It's on the stream. It's on the checkout page. We offer a double your money back guarantee. I believe in this platform. I believe in the product that we have created and its ability to help you reach your goals, so much so that if you join right now, you'll pay $10.80. And if you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group. We do them every week. I'm asking you to attend one and actually use the platform. Use the platform. Don't just sign into our website 5 times all year and then be like, oh, I didn't make any money. Do those things. And if you can make the $1,080 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, I will give you back $2,160, double what you are paying to join True Trading Group. Now, I can do this because our refund rate at True Trading Group is only 2.39%. If our refund rate was 15%, I wouldn't be able to offer you guys double your money back. We would go out of business. Hell, we have a 78% retention rate. 78% of our members have renewed their membership or have become lifetime members of the community. Watch this. Members of True Trading Group, type the number 1 if you've been a member for longer than 1 year. Again, members, type the number 1 if you've been a member for longer than 1 year. Type the number 1. Again, for members, if you've been a member for longer than a year, type the number 1. Now, anyone that's a viewer, again, count the number 1s. And ask yourself this question. Why would all these people renew their membership if True Trading Group was not working, if they weren't having success, if they were not becoming better traders, if they did not feel that they were getting value for the money spent? Why would they renew their membership for another year? Ask yourself that question. And last but not least, we had a lot of trial members also sign up over the last 2 weeks. We had a lot of ex-members that have reached back out looking to come back home. We have a lot of past trial members asking how they can get in. So given the gravity of what is to come, tonight is going to be the last shot, your one and only last shot. You see, as trial members, your lowest price that you're going to join the membership is going to be $1,420. That's if you go through the trial membership. The 1080 price point I'm giving you tonight is part of that coupon code sale that's good up until midnight, or the next 22 people join. But if you go through our trial membership, it's going to cost you $1,420 to join. And members that leave and come back, you're actually not eligible for the YouTube price. You would pay full price, which is the $22.12. But tonight, I'm going to give a chance for previous trial members and previous annual members, as well as current trial members. If you're on this live stream tonight, if you're one of those people, you need to send a text message to 786-505-4049 so we can whitelist your email address. The phone number is at the bottom of the screen. We will whitelist your email address and we will give you guys this 1080 price point with the laptop. 786-505-4049. Text that number if you are one of those people. You can also text that number if you have any questions. We are fully transparent. We are an open book. You guys have any questions at all whatsoever, you send a text to that number at the bottom of the screen. We will answer anything that you guys want to know. And if you see a laptop, you're getting one. So if you're watching this live stream after it's already aired and you see a laptop in the checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com, that means you're getting one. Previous trials, previous members, and current trials, you text us, 786-505-4049. All right. Now, with that being said, time for the second code word. I told you when I first started this live stream that I was giving away $1,000. I told you there are 2 code words. I gave you the first one at the beginning of the live stream. The first code word was, if you missed it, Fed. F-E-D, Fed. That was the first code word for this evening for the $1,000 giveaway. The second code word for this evening's $1,000 giveaway is minutes. Minutes. Yes, Brandon, you got it, brother. Minutes. Fed minutes are this week. Fed minutes are this week. Okay. Fed minutes are this week, guys. The Fed minutes. Okay. Question from a non-member. Do any of you live stream trade during the day? Jeffrey, not just any of us, all of us. So Jeffrey, there's 9 professional traders that are in True Trading Group. Every single one of us from pre-market to close shares their entire screens, shares their screen with our members. We are all on the microphone talking to our members throughout the trading day. And we are calling out our trades in real time. And when our orders actually execute, you get the notification that our order has actually filled. All day, every day, brother. Okay? All day, every day. All right? So second code word, guys, for the giveaway is minutes. All right, it's time for that giveaway, guys. It's time for that giveaway. So here's what we're going to do. Adam is up. He did it already. So Adam's got everyone's name loaded up into the wheel of names. So what we're going to do here is we are going to spin this wheel. If your name is called, you will have 2 minutes to send a text message to the phone number that's at the bottom of the screen. To the Moon Investments says, so y'all do option trading. To the Moon Investments, we trade options. We also trade stocks. We also trade futures. We day trade and we swing trade. Okay, there are different styles and different types of traders into your trading group. Like I said, there's 9 professional traders. Some of us are day traders. Some of us are swing traders. Some trade stocks. Some trade options. Some trade futures. Some trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. All right. Now, guys, if your name is called, there's a phone number on the bottom of your screen. It is 786-505-4221. Again, 786-505-4221. If your name is called, you will text that phone number. You have 2 minutes to text that number. And if you give me both code words, you win $1,000. Good luck, folks. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. And the winner is Dan Vogel. Dan Vogel. The crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild for Dan. Congratulations, Dan. Congratulations, Dan. Dan Vogel. Congratulations, Dan. You have 2 minutes. The clock starts now. Send a text message to 786-505-4221. Text that number. Give me both code words, and $1,000 is yours. All right, Dan, the clock starts now. And Dan, go. Dan is not a member. So, Dan, you have a choice. All right, Dan, you've got a choice. So, Dan is not a member. So, Dan, if you're on here, you can either take the $1,000 or you can take a free membership to True Trading Group. The choice is yours, Dan. So again, Dan is not a member. Okay. And Dan, you have a choice. You can either take the $1,000 or you can take a free membership to True Trading Group. So go ahead and just send the text message, Dan, 786-505-4221. Oh, we got to welcome Michael. Michael just joined. Hey, Daniel Vogel, there he is on the live stream, says, I want the free membership. There he is, Daniel Vogel. Smart choice, my man. I am glad to have you part of the family so everybody can welcome Dan. Dan just became a member. He won the $1,000 giveaway, but he opted for a free membership. Smart choice. It's worth a hell of a lot more than that $1,000. Great job there, Dan. And we got to welcome Michael. Michael just joined the group, which means we're down to 21 laptops. Dan, do me a favor. So Dan Vogel, since you want the membership, Dan, send us an email, please, to, this is just for Dan. Dan, info@truetradinggroup.com. Again, Dan, info@truetradinggroup.com. So Dan, you send us an email. Michael, welcome to the family. 21 of those laptops now remain. All right, folks. So there we have that. I like it. Dan, welcome to the family, and Michael. Whew. Man, if I pronounce this correctly, Kingju. I don't know how to pronounce this. Adam, if you have any ideas. Kingyu, maybe? I don't know. That's my guess. I'm definitely not pronouncing that correctly. I do apologize. Welcome to the True Trading Group family, though, guys. There's only 20 of these left now. Guys, these are not going to last. There's 20 up, and here's Lewis. Lewis, welcome to the family. Now we're down to 19. So now they're up, and here comes Peter. Peter, welcome, 18 now. Guys, these are not going to last. So now Peter just joined. Okay, 18 spots now remain. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. Okay, the price will drop all the way down to just the 1080. Again, you guys have any questions at all, you can text us 786-505-4049. Remember, that 1080 price point, the 51% discount, that's good only until midnight or 18 more people join, whichever comes first. Then the price goes back up. Okay, then the price goes back up. All right, so again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Guys, I wouldn't wait for me to finish this live stream. I would just open up another web browser. We got a lot of people on the checkout page right now that I can see. So I would just hurry up and open up a web browser and go ahead and fill out, the information and get yourself the free laptop, the double your money back guarantee. Listen, I really don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, quite honest with you, but it's there to give you a peace of mind and it's there to hold us accountable. And if our platform fails you to the point where you can't make back the 1080 at least one time, I'll give you guys back double your membership. That's $21.60. Wow, here we go. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of people on the checkout page right now. James, Renee, Marshall, Stefan, and Sam. Welcome to the True Trading Group family. We're now down to 13. Just like that, we're down to 13. James, Renee, Marshall, Stefan, and Sam. 13 laptops now remain. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com right now. Use that coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. And here comes Becca. 12 now remain. 12 left. Everybody welcome Becca. Becca, newest member of the group. Becca, welcome. All right. And guys, again, you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. All right, folks, let's head on over to the charts. We got to start talking about top trade ideas for the week. I've got a handful of them. All right, I got a handful of trade ideas for the week. First, let's talk about the markets. And I'm going to pull up the SPY so we can go over a very important level that we need to focus on. And while we started this live stream, since we started this live stream, the markets have dropped. Futures have dropped about 0.3 of a point. We were green when we started this live stream, up about 0.2%. Now we are red, 0.08%. All right, now we are red. Red 0.08% on the S&P futures, minus 0.11% on Nasdaq futures. All right, so we've actually sold off since we started this live stream. We were green, now we are red. All right, down 0.08 on the futures session. Let's take a look on over at the SPY, because if you guys have been following my live stream for the last 2 weeks, then you would know I did a live stream on August 1st. And while I was doing this live stream, we got to welcome Rick. Guys, these are flying now. 11 laptops left. Everybody welcome Rick. Rick, welcome to the TTG family. TTGoffer.com, TTG121. Coupon code, click apply code. The price drops down to 1080. All right. Again, you have any questions, don't hesitate, guys. Text us, 786-505-4049. Phone number is right at the bottom of your screen if you guys have any questions. Okay. Now, when the U.S.'s credit rating got cut by Fitch, I did a live stream August 1st. I told you everything's changed. I expect to pull back, and I think the SPY is going to go back to the low to mid 440s. I drew this line 2 weeks ago, if you guys were on the live stream, and I told you that this is the level that I was looking at for the SPY to get to. Now, you can see that used to be a level of resistance, okay? You can see that flat top resistance there in the end of June. And then early July, you broke above it, and then you got that big rally in the month of July. And now we have pulled back down into that level, which is now a level of support. This is a major level for the S&P. Not only is it these previous double tops, it's also this blue 50-day moving average. This dark blue line you guys see on my screen, that's a 50-day moving average. So that is why this is a level of support for the SPY. Right now, target acquired. This was our target. We did it 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we said, this is where we're looking to get to. Bang, that target is now hit. I do expect a technical bounce off of this level. So what I think you may see here in the markets this week is you may see the markets, we drop into this support level. Then we have a little bit of a technical bounce, and then we start to run out of steam again going into the end of the week. And I think the market starts to pull back down again later in the end of the week. So what I think you see is we kind of drop into this level. We have a little bit of a technical bounce off that level. And then I think we start to weaken out again as we get back down into the back end of the week. I do not believe the market is going to get back above this level. This is the new resistance level that I have fixated on the SPY. If we get above this level, I will be surprised. And here it is. Here you guys can see we've got this resistance level here on the SPY. And prior to that, it was a level of support. Okay, so you guys see that level there. This is right around 452, 453. Call it 453. Okay, 453 on the SPY. Used to be a big level of support. Now it became resistance. I do not believe we're going to get back above that level, but I think you can see a technical bounce off of this level, and then you run out of steam, and then you work your way back down into that level of support, eventually breaking that level of support. And I think if we do a live stream a month from now, I think that the SPY is going to be somewhere down in this region. And I think we're going to get down there into the 430. 430 is actually my target. If we go out like a month or so, a month and a half from now, I believe 430 is within reach by the end of September. So I told you guys 2 weeks ago that I'm looking for a pullback in the markets August into September. We got to my first target, which was the 444 area. That target was reached. My second target is going to be down in the low 430s. We'll see, but that's going to take some time. That's not going to happen this week. That's something I think could happen maybe in a month, month and a half. I think we can get down and start to test that level. So that's what I am thinking about coming into this week for those of you that are trading futures or if you trade SPY options, whatever it is. I will now kind of get into with you guys some of my top trade ideas for the week, because let me go over the long ideas for you guys first, because I got a couple of long ideas. The long ideas, if the SPY, you have to have some long ideas in your back pocket this week, because this is a big level of support, right? I'll draw the line back, and I want you guys to forget this level. Okay, there it is. So this is that level of support, okay? Since we're at that big level of support, you got to watch the market to try to bounce off that level at least once, right? So what are the stocks that I want to try to be long if the market's going to bounce off that area? Amazon is definitely going to be one of them. Amazon is holding above this previous level of resistance. Okay, here's this level of resistance right around 136. Okay, see that 136? You had the big gap up on earnings, and the stock has been holding above this 136 level. As long as Amazon is above 136, I'm looking at this stock for the potential long. And if the SPY bounces off that 50-day moving average, I think you see Amazon put in a candle that looks something like this. Okay, Amazon is going to be a name that I'm going to look for really for the long this week. It's not a volatile stock. The options are pretty cheap. You can capitalize on this from like a 138 entry, and I think this stock can get to 141, maybe 142. That can give us a 50, 60% gain on call options. That's exactly what I'm going to look for there on Amazon coming into this week. So it's been one of the stronger stocks over the last 2 weeks. Remember, what's the market done over the last 2 weeks? We've pulled back. What has Amazon done over the last 2 weeks? Huge gap up on earnings, and then this little tiny fade pullback, very controlled pullback. You see how controlled this pullback is? Let me delete. This is the candle I think we get. Let me delete that. You see how controlled this pullback is? You see this nice little consecutive lower highs. There's no like breakdown candles. Now, that doesn't mean listen, if the market sell off, okay, if the market sells off without really bouncing from that level, then I'm not going to be looking at anything long. You got to realize my game plan coming into this week is let's have a couple of long ideas early, and let's look for the weakness then to kind of continue later. That's kind of my thoughts coming into this. So if that weakness, if I'm wrong about the timing of it, if the weakness shows up early and the SPY drops under the 50-day moving average on Monday or Tuesday, I'm not looking for longs. I want to make that very clear. Okay. But if I start to see that 50-day hold and we start to get that upward move, then this is a name that you got to be long. Look for this downtrend resistance line to break and then work your way back up to the upside. Very controlled pullback there. On Amazon, it's been one of the stronger stocks in the market after its earnings release. We're looking for that one for more follow through. I said I want to talk about the longs. Right, we'll do the longs here first. Apple. I'm looking for Apple to bounce. Apple has gotten crushed following their earnings over the last week and a half, but Apple is also coming up to a major level of support around 176, 175.50. Now, follow me on the charts. right? You can see you had this previous little pivot top, and then you had that gap, right? Now, you guys can't, I mean, it's kind of small if you're looking at it on your, like a phone or something like that, but you'll see, I'll give you the date if you want to check it on your charts. May 30th, we had a gap up. So May 30th, we had a gap up, okay? That gap up creates an open gap down there around 175.50. So what I'm looking for from Apple is if the SPY bounces off that 50-day, I'm just looking for Apple to bounce off of 175.50, 176, maybe get back up to like 179, 180. And I'm just looking for that little bounce there in Apple. Apple, obviously, it's the darling of the markets, right? It's not often that you see Apple sell off like that for a week and a half. I think there could be a tradable bounce off that 175.50 gap fill if the markets do stand put off those levels. Okay, a short idea. I think Netflix has more downside. If there is a bounce attempt on Netflix, I'm going to short Netflix, and my target on Netflix is going to be around 413. 413 is my target. So you had a breakdown date on Friday. You see how we were holding this support level? I'm going to go to a 15-minute chart so I can really show you this level, right? Follow me on the charts, guys. 15-minute chart. Here we go. Here's my bottom break, level of support. 428, 427. You see this level of support, right? We can all see that. It doesn't take an experienced chartist to see that that's a level of support. Well, what happened on Friday? On Friday, we broke underneath it. Okay, so now that that level's broken, we would now look for any bounce into that zone to be resistance. I'm going to look to short Netflix. If Netflix tomorrow gets back to 425, 426, I'm going to short Netflix in front of 428. So 425, 426, I'll take the short. That's going to be a spot where you look for put options. I would really go ahead and try to target maybe the 420 strike put option. You can go with like the Friday expiration, August 18th, 420 strike put on a bounce back to 425, 426. Enter that position. Stop out if we break back above 428, 429, and see if we can ride Netflix down to 413 and get down to this level of support, which is the next level that I see down there at 415. So we're going to try to really see if we can get more downside there on Netflix. And you can also use this 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is all the way up there at 430, but you can see how it used to be a level of support, right? See how it used to be support. And then on Friday, you broke underneath it. So bounces back up to the 50-day. We're going to try to engage that short. We're going to look for a move back down to 413 to 414 will be the target there for Netflix. Then you have two stocks that are going to be really important this week. And I think that's going to be Tesla. I'm sorry. So many people are asking me about Tesla. That's why I just said Tesla. It's NVIDIA. NVIDIA has gotten beneath the 50-day moving average for the first time all year. Okay. This is the first time all year that NVIDIA is underneath the 50-day moving average. And NVIDIA has a little bit more room, and it's down to 400. So I actually think you can play NVIDIA both ways. I think you can play NVIDIA short to 400 and then get long. I think you can play it both ways. NVIDIA short to 400, then get long and look for a technical bounce. All right, that's what I'm thinking. Short NVIDIA to 400 and then look for a technical bounce to get long. Now, where am I getting the technical bounce from? Right here, right? You can see that that was a level of support. It was previously resistance in early June. Then it became support. That's a big level. Look for us to drop down to 400. Again, these are long ideas if the market holds that 50-day moving average. Remember, if I'm wrong about the timing of the weakness, because I think the markets are going to get into that level, then bounce, and then weaken again later in the week. If I'm wrong about the timing and we just weaken out right from the start, I'm not looking for these long ideas. Okay, I'll be focused on like Netflix short. I'll be looking at AMD short. Right? If NVIDIA starts to give way to that 400 level. But these are some major levels that I'm focused on right now. That's going to be NVIDIA there. And then also AMD is at a huge level of support. Look at the support level on AMD. My goodness. You've got the 100-day moving average sitting here. That's the purple line. But look at all this support, right? You see all that support that you had there on AMD. And prior to that, you had all that resistance, right? Now you're just sitting on this level. This is a huge level of support for AMD. So you can almost use NVIDIA as your barometer. Why don't you wait for NVIDIA? If NVIDIA holds 400, NVIDIA bounces off 400, then get long AMD and look for AMD to get back above 110. Again, only if the SPY holds the 50-day moving average. Then look for AMD to get back above 110. Look for NVIDIA to hold 400, get back to like 415, 420. All right? This is what I'm going to be focused on, guys. This is what I'm looking at coming into the week. Now, there are two earnings plays that I'm very, very interested in this week. One of them is Home Depot. The other one is Deere. And these are the last two stocks on my watch list. Home Depot. Home Depot has earnings on Tuesday. The reason why I am focusing on Home Depot is because there is a brick wall resistance level at 340. 340, the low 340s. This is a massive resistance level for Home Depot. You go back all the way to last year in January. There was a level of support. Then you will go back and you will see once you broke underneath that, it became resistance. It became resistance. It became resistance, right? You can see this massive level of resistance here for Home Depot. They have earnings on Tuesday. If Home Depot gaps above this level, you can probably look for that level to try to be support and see if there's maybe a little bit some upside move. But if there's like a okay earnings release, it's not that great, and you're still underneath that level, then I think you can fade that. I'm neutral on Home Depot because I don't know what their earnings are going to be. I don't come on these live streams and try to predict earnings. Earnings are a coin flip. I don't know what the company's going to say. I don't know what their guidance is going to be. What I'm telling you now is this is an earnings play, and I'm going to play off of this level, 340, 342. If we gap above it on earnings, great. We'll look for the long off of 340. If we gap up, but we're under 340, then we're going to look to fade that back to 335, 334. Okay, that's going to be Home Depot. And then lastly is Deere. And now this one is really, I'm only going to trade this if they have good earnings and we gap above all-time highs. There is such an obvious level of resistance around 450. Here it is, resistance, 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 right? You can all see that. It does not take an experienced trader to see that every time we get to this level, the stock backs off. That's your all-time high. If Deere beats on earnings and gaps above 450, I will be long Deere at 450, looking for the stock to get to 460, maybe even a little bit higher. But I think if it beats on earnings, I think we're at least getting to 460. So again, gap above those all-time highs, we're going to look to get long, and we'll see if we can get up into the 460s. And those, my friends, are my top trade ideas coming into the week. We shall see what the week has in store for us. Gang, that concludes the educational part of the live stream. I'm done with the analysis. I am done with the education. I'm done with the trade idea. So if you are not interested in the membership at all, you guys could just sign off the live stream now. But I don't want to waste your time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel before you go. Smash that like button. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you never miss these lives. I do them 6 days a week. If you are interested in the membership, let me actually show you the platform itself. This way you guys can actually see what you're getting access to for the 1080 price point. That price point is good up until midnight tonight, or the next 11 people join. There's 11 spots left, or midnight tonight. Then the price goes up, and there's 11 laptops remaining. You know you're getting one if you see one in your checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com. You must manually enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to 1080. Enter info, sign up. You're good to go. You have the double your money back guarantee. Don't forget it. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind. Let me show you the platform. Here's our chat room. Our chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades in real time. We're with you from pre-market all the way through till after hours every single day. We're not gone after an hour and you'll have to fend for yourself. We're there with you the whole day. Use our mobile app. The mobile app will let you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, and get real-time push notifications when our mods enter and exit trades. That's how you can follow along with what we're doing in chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. You're also going to get 2 private study group sessions with our mods to speed up your learning curve. The Benzinga Pro real-time news feed is included in your membership, as is congressional trading data to track trades by Congress, insider trading to track trades by management. If you were to go to Benzinga on your own, those things would cost you over $1,400 a year. They are all included when you join True Trading Group for $1080. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's $600 a year. That's included. You get a simulator that lets you trade with fake money but real-time data so you can practice implementing what you're learning. The Trade Idea Scanner streams on our platform during the day so you can see what are the hottest stocks you should be focusing on. You have our own proprietary scanner to create custom scans. You got dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, short data. Some of you may pay for this data already. It's very expensive. It's all included when you join us for $10.80. You get a full trading journal that tracks your trading and breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. A social sentiment scanner tells you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. You got analyst ratings on any stock, downloadable PDF reports to see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. The watch list every morning where the mods and I give you, these are the stocks we're focused on. These are our entry and exit prices every day. Then you've got our courses. Our courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of the training I received working at the fund in New York. There are no upsells for courses. Every course is included. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. You have access to all of it. Then there's a video library with 600 hours of workshops covering different topics, and you can start attending these workshops live as a full-time member. Gang, listen to me carefully. As much as I would love to, I cannot guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you join TTG. But what I can guarantee is if you join True Trading Group, you go through our courses, you pass our quizzes, you attend one study group, and are still unable to make the $1,080 membership fee back at least one time during your membership, I'll give you back $2,160, double what you paid. I can do that because our refund rate is 2.39%. 78% of our members renew their membership or become lifetime members. And we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over $2,300 a year. No, OD says, is it $10.80 for the first year only? No, OD. So I'm actually really glad you asked that. I forgot to mention that. When you join True Trading Group, whatever the price you pay when you join, you are grandfathering yourself in at that price. So let's say next year our membership is $2,500. It doesn't matter. You'll only pay $10.80 when it comes time for you to renew. And I'm confident you're going to want to renew because 78% of our members do. So it's $10.80 when you join tonight. So you're locking yourself in at $10.80. So our membership next year could be $2,300. It doesn't matter. When it comes time for you to renew, you're not paying $2,300. You'll just pay the same price you paid when you joined. Okay? So guys, again, if you have any questions at all about the membership, about our courses, about the money back guarantee, about the laptop, about myself, about our other mods, anything, text us. We're fully transparent. We are an open book. 786-505-4049. Text us. 786-505-4049. Folks, there's 11 spots left, 11 laptops left. If you're watching this after it's already aired, if you see a laptop, that is how you get one. That is how you know you're getting one. TTGoffer.com. Coupon code is TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops down to $10.80. You guys get your laptop, your W money back guarantee. I'll see you guys on chat tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had a great weekend. But come back ready tomorrow morning, ready to kick some ass and take some names. We had a great week last week. I'm looking for a hell of a lot more of this week. I love some of these trade setups that I'm seeing on the charts. We got Fed minutes coming out this week. Those are the minutes from the last Fed meeting. You still have a lot of earnings. We got a lot going on this week. So I'll see you guys back in chat tomorrow morning, bright and early. My TT fam, the rest of you, subscribe, smash that like button, turn on your notifications. I will see you all.